If you're considering the RODECaster Pro for your podcast or live stream setup, you probably expect it to be the ultimate all-in-one solution. But here's what surprised me. Despite its powerful features and rave reviews, this device isn't flawless. It has some issues you absolutely need to know before you buy. Most people tout it as the go-to for podcasting beginners and pros alike, but I found some quirks that might make you rethink your purchase. Stick around because by the end of this video, I'll break down the hidden problems and also show you when this device actually shines. Let's dive in. First, who exactly is the RODECaster Pro for? Well, if you're a podcaster, streamer, or content creator dreaming of professional quality sound without a complicated setup, this might look like your dream machine. It promises crystal-clear studio-grade audio with 4 microphone inputs, Bluetooth, USB, and even smartphone integration. That sounds fantastic, right? But here's the catch. If you're expecting perfection with zero troubleshooting, be prepared for a wild ride. It's like buying a Swiss Army knife only to find out one blade occasionally refuses to open. Think you're in trouble already? Wait until I tell you about the biggest frustrating bug in the firmware. Before I get lost ranting, let me sprinkle a bit of humor. Why did the podcaster bring a ladder to the studio? Because they wanted to reach new audio heights. Okay, back on track. The RODECaster Pro offers 8 programmable sound pads, allowing you to trigger jingles, sound effects, or voice drops. This is great for making your podcast sound professional and engaging. Imagine playing a meme sound exactly when your co-host says something ridiculous. But despite this cool feature, many users complain about the touchscreen sometimes being unresponsive or lagging, especially after extended use. This can be taxing when you're live and need to react quickly. Have you ever tried pausing a heated debate on screen and your device just freezes? Not fun. Let's talk about audio quality, because this device really shines here. The RODECaster Pro boasts studio-grade preamps and onboard processing, including the legendary aphex aural exciter and big bottom effects. This means your voice sounds rich, clear, and radio-ready with minimal setup. For beginners overwhelmed by audio mixing, this is priceless. However, the downside is the lack of advanced fine-tuning options for pros who want more control. If you're someone who loves tweaking every knob and dial for a perfect mix, you might find this device a bit limiting. It's like buying a sports car with automatic transmission. You get speed, but not full control. Here's a quick question for you. If you were to record a podcast with 4 guests over Bluetooth and a smartphone simultaneously, do you think the RODECaster Pro can handle that without hiccups? Well, technically yes, but in practice, Bluetooth connections can be inconsistent. Some users report dropouts or unexpected interference, especially in busy wireless environments. The device supports multiple audio channels, but wireless technology isn't always reliable. If you think this is a deal breaker, don't worry. I'll highlight some workarounds later. Now, let's rehook you with a twist. Despite its drawbacks, many users still rate the RODECaster Pro an impressive 4.8 stars on Amazon. What's causing this love fest? The answer lies in its ease of use and all-in-one design. Recording to a microSD card or a computer via USB is seamless. The one-touch recording feature is perfect for beginners wanting immediate sharing options, and the firmware updates regularly improve performance and add new features. It's like buying a house with some creaky floors but a fantastic view. It's worth fixing the small quirks for the overall experience. Speaking of quirks, one common frustration is the device's price. At around $408.50, the RODECaster Pro isn't cheap. For hobbyists or casual podcasters, this might seem steep given the competition from simpler, less expensive gear. But here's a thought. You're not just buying hardware. You're investing in convenience, build quality, and a more professional sound. Plus, with multilingual support including English, French, German, and up to 9 other languages, it's a global tool designed to accommodate various users. The value is justified if you treat podcasting like a serious endeavor. Time for another joke to lighten things. Why did the microphone break up with the RODECaster? Because it felt the connection was just too static. Okay, now back to important stuff. One potential problem is compatibility. Some users struggle with integrating their existing audio setups because the RODECaster Pro is sort of a closed ecosystem. While it has USB and Bluetooth connectivity, plugging in external mixers or interfaces can be tricky. If your setup includes specialized or vintage gear, you might hit roadblocks. Now, let's do a deep dive into build and design. The RODECaster Pro is a solid, well-built machine with an intuitive touchscreen that's crisp and bright. Its compact design fits nicely on your desk without clutter. The 4 mic inputs come with studio-grade preamps that reduce noise and deliver clear sound, making it great for podcasts with multiple hosts or guests. Additionally, the programmable sound pads are responsive most of the time and incredibly useful for live shows or spontaneous audio effects. However, the touchscreen, while beautiful, sometimes suffers from sensitivity issues after long recording sessions. Several users report needing to reboot the device or swap to manual controls when the screen lags or freezes. If you're planning marathon podcasts, be prepared to keep some backup measures ready. Think of it as your car GPS occasionally freezing mid-route, frustrating but manageable. Another hidden gem is the multi-track recording feature. You can record each mic input on its own track for massive flexibility in post-production. This is adored by professional podcasters because fixing any problem with individual audio tracks is much easier than working on a single mixed file. But novice users may find the options confusing at first, and the onboard interface doesn't guide you through this advanced mode very intuitively. It's the classic struggle between power and simplicity. Midway through, let me promise you this. If you want to sound like $1,000,000 without breaking the bank on complex studio gear, there's a good chance the RODECaster Pro is exactly what you need, especially if you don't mind minor hiccups here and there. But if you're a tech perfectionist or need absolute faultless reliability for live commercial broadcasts, you might want to consider alternatives or prepare for some troubleshooting. Now to address the elephant in the room. How does it handle remote guests? The RODECaster Pro excels at integrating phone calls, USB sources, and Bluetooth connections, which means you can bring guests from anywhere in the world into your podcast live. This feature alone is a game changer if you do interviews or panel discussions often. However, as I mentioned before, Bluetooth connections can drop unexpectedly, and the phone input quality varies based on the call quality and network signal. It's excellent for casual calls but not always perfect for high-end commercial shows. Here's a pro tip. During those occasional dropouts, recording each input separately as multitrack saves your project from disaster. Also, keep a backup recording app running on your phone just in case technology decides to throw a curveball. Technology can be fickle, but your audience deserves top-notch audio. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine recently started a podcast using the RODECaster Pro and was initially blown away by the sound quality and ease of use. But one day, mid-episode, the touchscreen froze and the Bluetooth connection slipped away just when a surprise guest joined. It was chaotic, but because of the multi-track recording, he was able to fix everything afterward in post-production. That's why, despite its imperfections, this machine remains beloved by so many creators. It's forgiving and powerful. To wrap things up with a positive tone, the RODECaster Pro might not be perfect. Nobody is. But it is arguably the most user-friendly and feature-packed podcasting mixer on the market for its price. It combines excellent audio quality, seamless guest integration, and production convenience in one package. If you're serious about podcasting and want to sound professional without learning complicated audio engineering, this device will likely be worth every penny. Just be prepared for some small frustrations along the way. Ready to grab yours? Check the link in the description down below for the best current price on Amazon. Prices fluctuate fast, so don't wait too long. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned podcast pro, the RODECaster Pro might just be what you need to elevate your audio game. Just remember, even the best gear requires a bit of patience, like waiting for your coffee to brew before creating magic. If you found this honest review helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth product reviews. Your perfect podcast setup is just a few clicks away.